Oh, I hope it's there.
Kain tayo.
So I worked my way down the line and we plotted. And just as I was starting to lose hope, I spotted something.
Saging.
I found it.
Atlaw o prito. Saka sa kanila guys ay champurado.
This is why you should never mess with the dead man. Kain teamed up with the Nexus and buried the Undertaker in a pit, covering him with dirt, thinking it was over. But Kain had made a huge mistake. A few days later, and the Undertaker came back, rising from under the ring. He didn't return for peace. He came back for revenge. That's why you should always think twice before crossing the dead man. This is why you should never mess with the dead man. Kain teamed up with the Nexus and buried the Undertaker in a pit, covering him with dirt, thinking it was a...
These are the streamers with the deepest voice, starting with Corpse, who might have the deepest voice on the planet. You have to change your voice when you're out in public.
I avoid talking at all costs anywhere in public.
Next one is Dream, and he got a pretty deep voice.
Did Dream put the mask back on? Kind of. It just depends. I want to make sure that I still have the mask. I love the mask. It's great. And what it stands for is anything.
These are the streamers with the deepest voice. This marine test is actually even. The goal is to fill up your mask and last as long as possible without removing it. But when none of these recruits were able to complete it, their instructor decided to prove why he is the instructor. Since every time recruits were tested, they would always give up after only a few seconds. And to be fair, the challenge isn't easy at all, but it's mandatory for marine soldiers to be able to execute this drill. So when the instructor saw the lack of talent in his recruits, he decided to show them why they're just weak, as he literally shocked everyone.
Don't be so dramatic in this drill. Notice I'm using my lips, pressing them up. It's where the seal of the mask is sealing off my nasal passage. Hook yourself up. Don't lean your head back and get worse. Keep your eyes
Champurado.
A wild lion suddenly pounced on the boy. Seeing this, his father immediately raised his gun and shot him, but the lion didn't hesitate to grab the boy and carry him away. Just as the boy was about to die, a drop of lion's blood accidentally fell into his foot, instantly merging with his jeans. The next moment, it seemed like the lion king sensed something and decided to spare him. Afterward, the boy received timely medical treatment, but when he returned home, he discovered that his father had killed the lion king. It was then that he realized how cruel his father was. The two went into
American
and Craven decided to leave home. He went to his late mother's hometown, but when he arrived, he noticed something terrifying in the distance. A large herd of cattle charged toward him. Craven thought he was going to die, but strangely, the cattle didn't charge at him. When he slowly looked up, he saw that the herd leader had been protecting him. It seemed like they could communicate telepathically. Soon after, the herd dispersed. The bull came, ensuring the boy's safety finally left. At that moment, Craven realized his body had undergone a transformation. With just a small push, his spear flew.
Mahal na sila
A
makakaon
wild
sila
lion
gulay
suddenly
sa
pounced
sabaw.
on the boy.
Oh,
Seeing
green
this,
lang sa
his
sabaw.
father immediately raised his gun and
Ang
shot
gapon
him.
sila sa di sila kailangan gulay.
I was playing on the JoJo 1v1 when I saw these two players behind the settings. What are they
Alam
doing?
mo,
So I
mga
went to
bata,
see, and
champurado,
that's when I
champurado
saw
na
Legos.
paborito.
At first we didn't understand. We tried dancing in front of them, shooting on them, until this
Green
happened.
gulay, no?
So we asked him how he did it, and he told us we had to activate the Legos in the right order. Yellow first, then pink,
Lagi
then
po
green,
nito
and
ang
finally
patulad
red.
ito
This
sa
teleported us to the staircase, and at the top there was a grappler. Then we had to do this run, and it was really difficult. And we got to
Patulad
this
ito.
platform. That's where we found the Lego pump. It's a super strong shotgun that disintegrates the enemy. It's so satisfying. If you want to try it out,
Sa Tagalog to guys, bulanglang. Sa Bisaya, lauoy. Bulanglang. Tawag nila. Sa Tagalog. Sa Bisaya naman, lauoy.
Why does Triple H always cover the sledgehammer's head with his hand? There's a brutal reason behind it. Back in the early days, WWE gave Triple H a rubber sledgehammer to make his attacks look real but keep them safe. But at WrestleMania 17, something went horribly wrong. Triple H swung the fake hammer straight at The Undertaker, and in seconds, blood started pouring from his head. The rubber head had split the skin open. WWE panicked. They decided that if the rubber hammer could still cause injuries, it might as well let him use a real sledgehammer. But Triple H had to be smart. He started covering the head with his hand before striking, making the impact look brutal while protecting his opponent. Why does Triple H always cover the sledgehammer's head with his hand? There's a brutal reason behind it. Back in the early days, WWE gave Triple H a rubber sledgehammer to make his attacks look real but keep them safe.
Importante man sa gulay din no kay sabaw na.
Triple H H swung the fake hammer straight at The Undertaker, and in seconds, blood started pouring from his head. The rubber head had split the skin of the WWE, and they decided that if the rubber head...
So who would actually win in a fight, Hulk or Red Hulk? The answer might surprise you. Now, at first glance, Red Hulk might look like a better fighter.
Ano bang gusto mo paglaki mo? Ganyan din, nagagawa ng
Vibranium
sinutuban.
shield in half, like it was
Mas
made from
construction.
This magic strength, that's next level brute force. But here's the catch. Red Hulk has one fatal flaw. The angrier he gets, the hotter he becomes. Literally. And if that internal temperature spikes too high, he risks combusting and turning back into his human form. His own power burns him out. Now let's talk about
Gusto
our
mo
OG.
paglaki mo
Unlike
ganyan
Red
ng
Hulk,
work
who
mo,
Bruce
yung
gets mad,
parang
he doesn't overthink it. Also, the angrier Hulk gets, the stronger he becomes. There's no
Siya mo
secret
nakagtuloy
no
ha.
argument.
Ano guys ha?
Pure, unrelenting rage, and the fight is never
Billionaire
Ano lang
still might
tuloy?
not be able to buy a Kain set. Buy a Bugatti. That's easy.
Morse yan?
Into a dealership, pick your color and model. Next
Subo
6
kayo ng
months
sabaw.
later, it's
Umaga na.
But Kain set, they don't even have
Wala yung
dealerships.
nakaligtas ko
First,
sa
you have to
sabaw.
apply. If you're a
Umaga
pro,
na.
you get invited to their factory in Sweden. Then, you drop a $1 million deposit, and your car built entirely from scratch, just for you. You can even have your name engraved on the engine, and that's why.
Biggest rappers here in WWE. Like,
This guy only ate dog food for 50 days.
Ang ulam dito sa bukid. Bagong pitas nag-ulay. Pag sa syudad, may bagong pitas. Pag ito ni Mutanan, pag ikamingay, no? Ang dala, dahil kayo ito, dupay, kanang kamingay, bitang, pwede rin itang sa paso. Pero pa ugaton na dinidaan. Ang ugat na bagamay pa. Ano naman sa paso.
Nama sila itang dito pangulaga.
Wala sila kamingay.
Siringan.
Ay, nasa silingan. Hindi man kung pwede naman ang kamingay sa paso.
Katong bakante ba? Pero di naman bakante ka rin. Putol ng kalamugay.
Ay,
Mga delivery.
sila ko ang libre. Ang dun ko ito na kahit may kamingay dito sa silingan. Nakalitay, kural naman, wala may kamungay. Yun din ang magtanong ato kamungay. So, baka hindi ka man sa silingan. Hindi po yung nila. Wala na.
Ang gaga ng bahan.
Kural na.
Ay, pwede ka mo rin.
Like I always carry a pocket knife on me, right? My first day here in the States, I go to school, pull out my pocket knife, start cutting my apple. 15 minutes later, I'm in handcuffs. And I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? I literally had no idea what I had done wrong. It was because I had a knife at school. Everybody I had ever been to school with had a knife to cut their apples. Like it was the standard thing. Nobody talked to you about it before you left the house?
Kamungay.
No, my mom didn't know. She's from Africa. Like I always carry a pocket knife on me, right? My first day here in the States, I go to school. Have you noticed that The Rock has broken abs?
Sige na kung kamungay
His
ato.
chest, arms are
Ano kung kahigod sila
outstanding. But
kamungay?
if you look at his
Kamado ka sa
Dili madugay lang lanat. Ano ilang tanong agad sila? Oo.
there are two reasons why
Dili
he
magdugay
can't
ang
have
lanat,
sex.
oy. Doon kadlaw. Wala na. Uso ba ang lanat ato? COVID.
Lalat o buko. Pwede na
Oo,
ito.
COVID na dayo.
Short throat.
Pag hindi ka sa hospital,
Social media.
ulihan kayo na
There's
pa.
another reason why he
Protocol.
can't have a six-pack, even with hard work and dedication, which
Ako
is his
hospital,
genetics.
matakdan
Because if you
ko
look at The
wala
Rock's
kay
father,
COVID.
you will notice that The Rock took his father's genetics, which means his weird-looking abs might be just a matter of genetics. You notice that The Rock has...
This prisoner pretended to be insane for weeks. He scribbled meaningless symbols on the walls, talked to them, and screamed through the night. Eventually, the guards believed him. He had lost his mind. One night, they transferred him to a mental hospital. But somewhere on a deserted road, the ambulance stopped.
Yaners,
The driver was
gulay.
unconscious. The man behind the wheel now
Bulanglang.
was the one who wrote the script. I didn't fool the madmen. I fooled them with madness. This prisoner pretended to be insane for weeks. He scribbled meaningless symbols on the
Ito
walls,
na, i-apply ba
talked to
yan
them,
yun?
and screamed through the night.
Why does Brock Lesnar fear only one wrestler?
Bakit
The same
paglaho?
Brock Lesnar whom everyone is afraid of. How can he be scared after seeing someone? From the very beginning of his career, Brock Lesnar was such a dominant and destructive wrestler that no one dared to stand in front of him. He used to completely destroy his opponents inside the ring. But there came a time when a particular opponent stood in front of Brock Lesnar, and just seeing him, even Brock Lesnar was shaken. At that very moment, the commentator even said, "Brock Lesnar, it's not safe for you." This was the first time in WWE history that a commentator had warned Brock Lesnar that this opponent is not safe for him. He is the only wrestler in WWE history who even Brock Lesnar fears, because the man who stood in front of him was Goldberg. In 2004, Goldberg was in the prime of his career, and that's when we witnessed the legendary match, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. Even though the commentators warned him, Lesnar still went on to fight Goldberg, and Goldberg completely destroyed him right there. Why does Brock Lesnar fear only one wrestler? The same Brock
What are you supposed to do when it was the attacks? If it's a female grizzly, you are literally better off letting her fuck you up. Just curl up in a ball.
Panit na din masud wala gyud kontra sa litson. Pagka litson na finish din ka. Kung man mo kaon maluya ka. Nahon kag
Why is
baboy.
it actually always so slow? It literally takes 10 hours to download a video game update. My internet speed at night, let me see, I bet it's gonna be fast. Dude, wait, why is that actually 100% accurate? My Wi-Fi is so fast at night, I don't even know why. Someone else's internet? Dark mode? What does that even mean?
Oh, isa mo yung
What?
kinain mo
It
bon.
just dropped a potion? Oh no, let's see if this is actually legit and fast. Dude, this is like my best friend Connor. This is what his Wi-Fi is like. Internet speed at NASA? Oh no, the boat in the ice, I can already tell it's gonna be fast. Wait, what? Internet speed at NASA? Wait, what? I don't understand. Oh no, there's no way it's that fast. Subscribe. This is what internet speed is like, but in Minecraft. Okay, up first is my internet speed. And bro, why is it actually always so slow? It literally takes 10 hours to download a big thing.
Dali na yung pagkakita. Siyan! Siyan!
Bye bye.
That was the sound of someone's elbow.
Thanks for watching.
My